Hey ladies, how you doing? So I want to come to you and show you my updated braid pattern on how I braid my hair underneath my wigs. I've had my hair out for some time now and it's time to put her away. Now this is a 3-day-old, 3 or 2-day-old, yeah, about 3-day-old. I'm wearing my hair in a nice puff and my hair is still clean, but I want to braid it up because it's kind of stretched out now and it's not difficult for me to comb. Versus if I wash my hair, I would have to blow dry it and then braid it. So now since my hair has been in twists for a couple of days and it's kind of, you know, stretched out, it's good for me to braid. Now I will only I will use my Carol's Daughter cream just to put on the actual hair. I don't need much because my hair is very nicely saturated. Not too bad, but it feels good. So only thing I would do right now is like I'll do a lightly comb through, pull through with my fingers just to kind of get it loosened up. Okay, and then I will part my hair. Once I comb it out, I'll use my wide tooth comb. This is my one that I like to use. And then I will just take my time and kind of just go through it. Because it's kind of tight, but it's not tight. And then I clip my ends a little bit, so it's really not going to take me too long to So now that my hair is combed out, is not tangled, I'm just going to go ahead and take some of the cream and just put it over the edges. Nothing too crazy, just a little bit like this, just over the edges. And I will put some castor oil in between my braids once the braids are done. This is just for edge purpose. Okay, so I've been feeling this side part lately, so I'm going to continue with my side part and I'm going to braid my hair. So I'm just going to see if I want my part to be here, or, you know, just somewhere around this vicinity. I know I don't want a middle part. I've been doing that for a while. So let's see. Okay, so I have my part. My part is going to be right here. So this is going to be pretty good because once the actual closure lay, I'll still have some of my hair right here. So what I like to do is make some sections. And this will help me with braiding and my hair won't get tangled and, you know, caught up while it's just sitting back waiting to be braided. I'm just going to twist this section just to get it out the way. Okay, so now that I have 4 sections in my head, I'm just going to show you briefly. I have one here, and I have the 2 in the back. And that's just to help me with making sure my hair doesn't get tangled while I'm braiding my hair. So I'm going to start with this section right here since it is the smallest. I'm going to take the comb. And I like to do fairly small or medium-sized braids. In the front, in the back, I kind of get a little bit larger because I want the actual wig and my closure to lay really flat. So I'll do these braids a little bit smaller and I may get a little bit more bigger in the back. So just to kind of start out, I'm going to take a finer comb just so I can get a really good part. And I'm going to do that. And pull it back. So I have this piece right here. And I have to make sure this hair right here is well braided because I don't want anything to peek out when I'm wearing my wig. I do use edge control, but you want to make sure everything is pretty much in. So I do have big hands, chubby hands. So I'm going to go ahead and just braid it. And then I'll just show you how the braid is going to look after I'm done. Okay, so I'm finished the braid. I'm just going to do the tail in piece, and if you can kind of see the braid. And I don't braid all the way to the end. I leave it like this, and I'll take a little bit of the cream and just put it on the end. Then I'm going to connect my braids. Now, if you remember when I did my first video, I did more of a flat twist because my hair was much shorter when I first started wearing wigs. So just flat twisting it really, really nice and tight was sufficient enough. So now that my hair is a little bit longer, I like to braid it because then it'll be very, very secure and it won't slip out. So as you see, this right here wasn't able to go in, and that usually happens all the time because it's not that long. So I will just take care of that with some edge control. So I'm going to go ahead and do one more braid, and I'm going to show you how I connect it. Okay. So now that I got down, I'm just going to pull this braid and just continue braiding. And I like for my braids to be neat underneath my wig. I don't like to just throw braids up in there. I like them to be super neat. Well, neat to me. So again, I'm not going to braid down to the end because when it's time to take the braids out, I don't want my ends to be frayed. And I'll just go ahead and moisturize it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my braids, and I'm going to come back and show you the actual full braid pattern. Okay, so I'm finished braiding my hair. I didn't check the back. I just wanted to go ahead and get it over with. But this is this side, and I connected everything, and this is this side. And as you can see, I did these braids up top a little bit small so my closure can definitely lay flat. I'm going to turn around for you. I just connected the braids so it can lay flat underneath my closure. So that's pretty much it on how I braid my hair now. I don't do flat twists anymore. I braid my hair. So I want it to be flat as possible, and I want it to look nice and neat underneath my wigs. So I don't use any pins on my wigs or anything like that. I just put them on because I had the cap that I use is really, really nice and secure. What I'm doing, I was going to start stitching them so I probably wound up sleeping in them. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do that as of yet because it's a style I want to do. And it may require a little stitching. I'm not sure. But just to kind of give you a recap, I did put the Carol's Daughter. What I would like to do is put my castor oil. This is Jamaican black castor oil on my scalp. This on, and I love this stuff. I have to remember this weekend to go and pick up a new jar because she is in love with this stuff. So that's pretty much it. And then once everything is slicked down and everything is in its place where I want it to be, I'm going to put my satin scarf on, let everything mold overnight. Then I'll just plop my wig on and I'll be good to go. And I can keep this in for like a week or two, depending on how irritated I get. Because I like to wash my hair a lot, depending on if I get lazy. And I like to cleanse my hair maybe once a week or every other week. Just depending on a week and a half, just depending. But I have gone longer because I get lazy. But yeah, this is how My hair is protected, and I like this because my hair is put away. I braided nice and neat. I took my time, and it's cool. It's so funny. I'm looking at myself. I feel like I look like my daughter because I braid her hair like this sometimes just to keep it down and to keep, you know, me not having to do her hair. And this is like how her hair be looking. So that is it. So yeah. Hey to all my new subscribers, hey to all my loyals, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you in my next video. And if you do anything to your hair as a protective hairstyle, you wear wigs or you wear weaves, how do you do your hair underneath your wig, or you know, whatever protective style that you may use, if it's braids or if it's sew-ins, what products are you using, what do you do? Let me know down below. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.